Before the British built cables beneath the sea, before Rome carved its laws in stone, there was an empire made entirely of emotion. The Mongols did not build cities, they built momentum. They ruled not from walls, but from the saddle. Their power was speed, and speed, once harnessed, became law. Section 1. The Law of Motion. Where others ruled through permanence, the Mongols ruled through impermanence. Every battle was a message, every retreat a form of strategy. To them, the field itself was alive, a shifting code of terrain, time, and terror. They discovered what modern networks would later rediscover, that domination does not require proximity, it requires coordination. Their signal was not made of wire, but of dust. Their language was the rhythm of arrival. Section 2. The Great Integration. Across Asia and Europe, the Mongols connected what had never been connected. From Kiev to Korea, from Persia to the Pacific, they tore open the map and stitched it together again. Silk, paper, gunpowder, medicine. Ideas and contagions crossed in their wake. The Pax Mongolica, the peace of velocity. They did not just conquer cities, they conquered isolation. Section 3. The Veil of Power. To command motion is to command mystery. The Khan was both visible and invisible, his will carried by messengers faster than rumor. Every rider was an extension of the sovereign, every horizon an act of faith. The veil was strategic. It turned uncertainty into fear, and fear into obedience. But behind that veil was something more subtle, a spiritual rhythm. For to move without attachment was to master impermanence, to see the world not as property, but as passage. Section 4. The Nomadic Signal. The Mongols were proto-digital. They operated as packets, distributed, coordinated, unstoppable. Where Rome centralized, they decentralized. Where Britain built networks of fiber, they built networks of flesh and breath. Their empire was less a kingdom and more an algorithm, a living code of motion reinforced by myth. This was the Silk Road not as trade route, but as transmission. Information, goods, fear, and faith, all traveling in parallel. Section 5. Domination Transfigured. Flow. The Mongols taught the world that power is not what you hold, it is what moves through you. Their reign was brutal, but beneath it ran a principle of physics and fate. The faster signal consumes the slower one. Speed is sovereignty. And so, centuries later, we return to their lesson in fiber optics and blockchains and the acceleration of the digital realm. The step became the server, the horse became the packet, the Khan's decree, the first broadcast. Section 6. Every empire teaches a fragment of truth. Rome taught order, Britain connection, the Mongols flow. But flow without form dissolves into chaos. The empire of motion must one day meet the empire of meaning. For what is the veil, if not the promise that behind all motion lies stillness, and behind all conquest, a return?